Let me say this part because this is the part about doing ancestral work that nobody really explains. When you start doing ancestral work, yes, your ancestors are working with you, but typically 9 times out of 10, there's usually one in particular ancestor that is doing way more work with you than all the others. All right, so let me just share my own personal experience with y'all and how I figured out which ancestor it was that was working with me. I'll be in my office working and the light would flicker. I just figured I need to change the light bulb. But it kept happening. Every time I was sitting there and I would be working on my computer, this light bulb would start to flicker. And I noticed it would only flicker when I was in there working. And so then one day I just had the idea, let me go on Ancestry and start researching my ancestry. So upon doing that, I got hung up on this one particular ancestor, which was my 8th time generation great grandfather. I'll insert a picture of him. And so I started researching him. Here I am 2-3 years later, and he has not stopped working with me. He's been leaving me breadcrumbs to follow. And it was him, thanks to him, that I found out that we are indigenous. We've never been enslaved. So here I've been believing a narrative and believing a story that I guess I was taught in school, and turns out that wasn't true. And when my grandfather was telling me that we were Cherokee, it wasn't that we were Cherokee. We were indigenous, not Cherokee, but we were in fact indigenous. So all of the light flickering and stuff like that kept going on. And the crazy part about it is now that I've uncovered, now that I've identified that it's him, that light don't flicker no more. He don't need to. He know that I know that he's around, and he knows that when he wants me to find something, only thing he got to do is leave a crumb, and he knows his granddaughter gonna find it. Now here I am sharing this publicly with y'all, and I don't think that it's just about me. I believe that the ones who are supposed to be nudged are being nudged, and we're being nudged to begin to reclaim what was erased so that we can remember what tribes that we come from. And by doing so, our ancestors reclaim what was wrongfully stolen from them. So if you feel like there's one particular ancestor that keeps showing up for you, whether that's through dreams, names, records, pay attention, because 9 times out of 10, that's the ancestor that's opening the door for you to begin to reclaim what was stolen from your family line.